TV. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But this is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man. Number 10. I'm in the double digits now, I think it is. And today I'm having homemade burritos. I made these tortillas yesterday. I got two of them that I made, homemade, and a cup of coffee. And for condiments, I'm using Taco Bell's mild sauce. So this podcast, I guess it's called a podcast. This is for to educate, to entertain, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. And we're still talking about the coronavirus, you know. It's sad. Oh, I need to start off with a joke. I'm sorry. Let me think. Well, I got a couple of them, I guess, from Australia. There's one of my fans from Australia. I don't know if they're fans or what they are. You know, subscriber. I guess we call subscribers. Okay, here's this is an old one with like Crocodile Dundee and all that. In Australia, if a crocodile gets you on the arm, bites you on the arm, and you can't get loose, what do? You give it a yank. That one went over. Okay, here's another one. There's a koala bear. Of course, this is a joke, people. There's a koala bear from Australia, and he won the Australian lottery. And he decided he was going to come to America, see what's going on. So he had millions and millions of dollars. He went down to Beverly Hills and Hollywood and stuff like that and rented him a limousine just to cruise around. So he's cruising around his limousine and he sees a prostitute. And he goes over and gets talking to her and stuff like that. And he picks her up and they got to talking, and she wanted to do sexual favors with her, with this koala bear, you know. The koala bear didn't even know what a prostitute was, but anyway, he went down on her, you know, and they had oral sex, I guess. And when it was all over, said and done and stuff, he wanted her to leave. And she wanted to get paid, you know, and he didn't know what a prostitute was. And he said, pay? Why do I need to pay you? And he goes, well, look up Urban Dictionary prostitute. It says, any gender, trading sex for money or profit. You know, that's a prostitute. And then he goes, well, look up Wikipedia under koala bear. It says, small furry animal from Australia that eats bush and leaves. That's crazy too. But I don't want to go too much into religion again, as I usually do. But anyway, the conference is coming up, the LDS conference. You know, they're bringing the Book of Mormon to your house. It's a book of lies. I challenge any Mormon out there, any Mormon, to show me anything that's in that book that's true, you know. But I don't think they can. I honestly don't. Like the Hill of Gomorrah, there's a big battle there. See what happens, the LDS Church, they bought that land around there so nobody could investigate. But every time there's a outside source that investigates the stuff that the Mormons say is artifacts or whatever, they come out to find out it's fake, you know. But they got the land about the Hill of Gomorrah and Kolob, wherever the hell Kolob is, you know, there's a planet named Kolob out there. Why can't you just Google it and Google Earth or Google Map or Google Space or whatever and Google up Kolob? I think you have to be on Zoloft to figure that one out. But the conference is coming up. I'll probably watch it, you know, and they always say everything they talk about is true, you know, blah, blah, blah. But when they talk about their finances, they're not going to say anything about the pedophilia and stuff like that they have to pay out every year. Every year they have to pay money out on pedophilia. They're not going to say anything about the honky law office. I'm pretty sure they don't do that for free. I'm pretty sure the Mormon Church has to pay them, and then they have to pay out non-disclosure agreements to the people that get molested from higher ups in the church. You know, not just church members, but you know, bishops and stake presidents and shit like that. Every year it happens, every year, but still it's happening in other churches too. You know. But I just brought that up because the conference is coming this weekend. I'll probably watch it. And watch it. And also the second anointing. The second anointing gives them the license to law for the Lord. Because if you watch Mormon Stories, punch in Mormon Stories, Rector, RECTOR, and that lady, you don't have to watch the whole thing. Get into number 3 or 4, whatever the last one is, and she'll tell you about the second anointing, how it is, because she's rubbed elbows with all the prophets and stuff like that for the last 50 years. She's met each and every one of them personally. She's been to those conferences, you know. But this year's different. I don't know if they're going to have people in the conference, but she says in the behind the stage, whatever, you know, in the rooms where you eat, steak and lobster, anything you want, they have, you know, desserts, whatever, salads, everything. Some of the freshest vegetables in the world. Really, that's not too bad. Halfway decent. This is what I was talking about yesterday. I started using paper towels. Get these from Walmart in the automotive department. That way, instead of throwing your paper towels away or whatever, you can just use these. Keep your paper towels just in case. Might have to wipe your butt with them one of these days. You never know. And we haven't been eating right, so try these, Centrum. You know, they have a little bit of zinc in them. Don't overdo it, because whatever stuff you put in your body goes through your kidneys and your liver and stuff like that. So they say zinc may slow it down. You know, there's no cure so far, I don't think, for the coronavirus, you know. But they say zinc may slow it down. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me on this. But if you do take vitamins or whatever, don't overdo it, you know. It's zinc's 75% right there for your daily allowance, you know, 75%. So the rest of it's going to come in your food. So don't take 2 or 3 of those a day. Take one. Because we're not eating right. We're not getting exercise. We're all getting fat. And see what else. Oh yeah, yesterday I was talking about the guy I used to fund in Ethiopia, you know, and I showed the family picture, but really it was a wedding picture. I forgot to tell you. This is his wedding. This picture of the guy I used to fund in Ethiopia. This is his family. This is a wedding picture. Can you see it? Okay, they're in the middle. He is his best man, his wife, and the maid of honor or whatever. There's the bishop or minister or whatever. And then her family's on the left, his family's on the right. So there they are. There's the family I used to support. I supported him, you know, for quite a few years. He's from Ethiopia. What else are we going to talk about? Oh yeah, 5G. 5G's coming in. And this is what I've noticed. The last couple of years, what's strange is I've lived here all my life, like I said, same area, same town, same everything. And around this time, this is April Fool's Day. Tomorrow's April Fool's Day. I'm a fool. But there's birds, you know. We used to have sparrows. We used to have robins. Every once in a while, canaries. Not very often. Blue jays, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I go outside right now. I don't see any robins at all. I don't see any sparrows. The blue jays used to come in the summertime, same with the canaries, when it's really hot. But all I see now is crows. And when I was a kid, we never saw crows in the city limits. You know, the crows are always out in the country, just in case somebody runs over a dog or a cat or something like that. They're there to clean up the mess. But now the crows are in the city limits everywhere, you know. And there's no robins. I haven't seen a robin. And I even got videos on a robin like about 8 or 9 years ago that built a nest on my carport right there, 4 feet off the ground, built a nest, had hatched the eggs, you know, had 5, I think it was 5, maybe 6 robins. You know, I videotaped it every day, but now there's no robins at all. And it's scary because the the 5G's coming, and a lot of people think that people are crazy because they hear noises and stuff like that. But no, it's the frequency, the air frequencies. Somebody wonders why I'm eating. This is for me to break bread with you. You know, no matter who you are, if you're a hater, white, black, whatever. This is for me to break bread with you in my house. You know. So if you are a hater, just come on my channel. Let it rip, man. Just let it rip. Keep it out of your house. Keep it away from your kids and your wife. Don't abuse them. Just come and rant and rave at me all you want. And yeah, times are going to get worse. I know they are. Oh yeah, for sure. May 1st, remind this to everybody. May 1st, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Everybody needs to go out. May 1st, it'd be 12 o'clock Mountain Time, of course, I told everybody. But pass this on, pass this on. We got to do it. Because everybody's going to be mad at hell in another month. They're going to be pissed off. We're all going to be broke. The food's going to get scarce. And, you better not waste anything. Don't waste nothing. Probably when people go through the drive-ins anymore, they ask for extra napkins, just in case they need to wipe their butt or whatever. Use them as paper towels when they get home. They need to get their money's worth anyway, $7 for a hamburger. You need to get more than a freaking hamburger. But anyway, the 5G's coming, and got some bad news. A lot of people think they're going to be crazy because they're going to hear sounds, they're going to hear voices in their head. It's just a radio frequency. They go from one antenna to the other, up in the satellite and back down or whatever they do. And some people are going to hear it. Not everybody's going to hear it, just some people. And they think they're going to start, they're going crazy or whatever, but they're not. They're not evil. You're not hearing bad things to hurt somebody or something like that. You're just hearing voices like a radio frequency. I've had it myself. You can't turn it up. You can't turn it down. You can't find it. You can't shut it off. But the 5G's coming in. And keeping everybody social distancing away from each other. Population control is going to be going down the population. If you look at the 10 Commandments, the very first commandment is, thou shalt not have any God before me. I think that's the first one. I'm pretty sure it is. But then you look at the Georgia Guidestone. Okay, that's their 10 Commandments, the New World Order. The very first commandment is we only need 500 million people on this planet. Look at the Georgia Guidestone. Really, I like to go there and see how big it is, see how big those stones are. And nobody knows how they got there. But they're in Georgia. And that's the new 10 Commandments that are coming in for the New World Order. And for sure, it's happening. And it's going to get worse. We're at the beginning of the apocalypse. The 4 horsemen. We just got out of the Generation of the Fig Tree from 1948 to 2018. Just barely finished up. And people, I think the computer is the mark of the beast, 666. But maybe Trump is the sixth Trump, six Vel, six Sill, and six Trump. Maybe Trump's the sixth Sill. The sixth Trump, excuse me. But I do see us being put in our houses and ordered by chaos. We can't go out. We can't do anything, And life is never going to be the same after this. Ever, 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 ever. It's never going to be the same. We can't go back. It's sad. And the people that caused this, they need to be punished. I don't care if you're American, Mexican, African, whatever. Everybody that's doing harm, making harmful viruses to affect the human population, they need to be hurt. They need to be put away. They need to be locked up. They need to be executed because it's a weapon of mass destruction, you know, and you can't stop it. You know, it goes from town to town, from town to town, from people to people, and people are going to be out of work, and it's never going to be the same. Never, ever. You know, we're going to be dependent on the government. People are going to have those $1,200 checks or whatever they are, and it's already spent already. They're dependent on it. So far, as far as I know, nobody's received one. You know, and I hate to be so depressing. 5G, people want to have the faster computer, faster this, faster that. You know. Sounds like a lot of people going by today. I don't know why. I usually live on a quiet street. All of a sudden, they're just going by. Oh, probably a train. There might be a train on the track. You know, I live a couple blocks away from the train. I go through around lunchtime every day, screw people's lunch up. I used to do that when we would go to school. Go out for lunch, and on the way back to go to school, there'd be a train. Man, we'd barely make it back in time every day. So instead of going to McDonald's and Burger King, we'd have to go to Dairy Queen, stay on the other side of town. Yeah, it's kind of funny. People right now are probably bitching, you know. They're out for lunch, and damn train. Let's see, just the 5G, you know, 5G's, it's nuts. And we got to get the population down somehow, you know, some way. See, I don't know if animals can hear that sound, pick up that frequency or not, you know. But I have. I've had it before. Even in the 1980s, like I said, I used to be in the Guards. I had CBC on in the tanks. That was off the radio, you know. I could hear stuff even way back then, and I'd ask other people about that. They couldn't hear it. And back then, we called it space music. You know, I didn't tell too many people because they think you're fucking crazy. But we were calling it space music. And now they call it white noise. I guess they have movies like that, white noise. It's a true thing. It actually happens. But with the 5G, more and more people, they're going to be depressed. They live around the towers and stuff like that. Going to be depressed. So be prepared. You know, that's all I can say. Learn how to cook. You know, ration your food. Don't go out and spend all your money. You know, what little money people have. I don't know. You know, times are going to get hard. Oh, and the debt collectors are going to be coming. They're ready right now. You know, they're going to be lining up a couple years. People are going to be losing their houses, their cars, or maxing out their credit cards. And then Midland Funding and Portfolio Express. See, those people need to be stopped. No matter what, they need to be stopped. It's none of their business. We need to start a religion. Like, see, I'm a free will Christian. That's what I am. I don't believe in any religions. That's the thing. They're all fake. You know, the politicians, the educational, monetary, and religion. That's all fake. But by law, we can start a religion, call us free will Christian, and in our beliefs, we don't have to pay those debt collectors. Not the ones that you use credit card. You have to pay those. And when they forgive you, or whatever, after 7 years, when they forgive you, the debt collectors, they need to be eliminated. Those people need to be eliminated because they're evil, you know. And you follow those people up, and a lot of people go to church. See, like two of them I was talking to, both of them are LDS, and whoever won or whatever, the church is going to get so much money. If you're a true church, you would not take that kind of money, you know, because it's ill-gotten gains. That's all it is, ill-gotten gains. And if a church knows where that money's coming from, you know, it's not a true church. See, like those guys there, they have dry farms from Idaho Falls to Twin Falls, right where I'm living. And it grows wheat and barley and stuff like that. And they have contracts either from Budweiser or Coors, you know. Most of the farmers are LDS. And that money goes to the church. It just goes to the church. Same with the sugar beets. The sugar beets are GMOs, and it makes me sad that people don't see it. They may see it, but they can't do nothing. That's why you need to go on May 1st. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. So pass that on, and everybody needs to know and need to watch out for the GMO sugars. That shit will kill you because I'm addicted to sugar. That's mainly the main thing I'm addicted to right now is sugar. I eat it every day. Just a few years ago, I had a couple 100 pounds, 2 or 3, and it's gone. I'm down to about 4 or 5 pounds of brown sugar. I don't have any white sugar left. But with all that sugar, I eat quite a bit of it, but I also made wine. And that's what people need to do. Make their own wine. Dehydrate their foods. Don't waste anything. Like if you got fruit and stuff like that that's getting ready to go to bad, it's going to go bad 3 days before it goes bad. Before it starts getting soft, put it in a food dehydrator and have dry fruit. Juice it. And if you're not going to drink it, juice it and put it in water bottles. I don't have any water bottles. Just a regular water bottle, and put it in the freezer for later. Don't throw it away. But there's always a way to save a little bit of money, save a little bit of food and stuff like that. And like I say, your vitamins. We're not getting enough vitamins in the foods that we take. So get some Centrum and stuff with the zinc in it and stuff like that. And if you have to miss a meal a week, most people like me, I look like I have never missed a meal a day in my life. But try to slow down a little bit, try to conserve because we got a long ways to go, a long ways. There's not going to be any money, I hate to tell you that, but there's not. And I don't know what people are going to do. We have to wait till the coronavirus is over with, which I don't think it ever will be. It's man-made, and somehow they took a couple viruses, 2 or 3 or whatever, to sandwich them together. And then they say, "Oh, it got loose. It got loose." Some guy killed himself, or they shot this guy, or whatever. No, they did it on purpose. It's order by chaos, or chaos out of order, whatever you want to call it. And this is just beta testing how we're going to react, what we're going to do. But don't panic. Don't get violent. Don't steal. Don't get yourself in trouble. And we'll survive. Most of us will survive. There's going to be a few of us going to pass away. More and more every day. People are dying. And people say they're getting bored. I don't know why they're getting bored. There's millions and millions of things you could be doing in your house. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's it for me. That's episode 10. Lunch with the one-eyed what? Fat man. I was going to say black man, but fat man. Lunch with a one-eyed fat man. And thanks for watching. Subscribe. I don't know. You don't have to subscribe. I hate that when people say subscribe. I don't know. It feels like you're begging. But thanks for watching and share. That's what I want you to do, is share. Because we all need to stick together. All need to help each other out if we can. But for sure, stay away from each other. Stay away. That's the thing. We need to help each other out. But we have to stay away from them. And I don't know how that's going to work. See, like tomorrow I got to go pay some bills and stuff like that. And what's crazy about the city of Burley, if you use a debit card, they charge you 3%. Whatever you charge, whatever your light bill is, say $200, they're going to charge you an extra $6 just for using your debit card. 3%. And to me, that's bullshit, man. Like I say, I have different sayings. America, land of the free, home of the slave. Okay. This is about the people that are getting depressed or getting ready to die. They want to commit suicide. They're not getting ready to die, but they want to commit suicide. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. Okay, we all take our turns in dying. No pushing, no crowding. Just wait your turn. No pushing. You don't take anybody's life. No crowding. You don't take your own life. Just wait your turn. That's another saying that I have. And I did invent that one, Uncle Ted. If there's an urban legend guy out there that's trying to find urban legends, come and see me. I have proof. What else do I have? They have a couple more sayings I can't remember. But America, land of the free, home of the slave. They're going to free your ass to everything. It's going to cost everything. You're going to have fees for everything, you know. I remember when I was a kid, they never had fees for camping, you know. You go camping wherever you wanted. And now they charge you like $20, $30 to get into Yellowstone or whatever. I know they need to have upkeep and stuff like that. But still, that is outrageous. They charge you $20 or $30 to get into the park. And then they charge you for the camping spot too, you know. Charge a little bit there. That's why I'm saying America, land of the free, home of the slave. They charge you to park your car. They charge you this, they charge you that. They tax you on taxes, you know. And it's never going to end. You're never going to get ahead. Like George Carlin says, there's a big club and you're not in it. So have a good day, because I'm just rambling on. Lunch with a one-eyed fat man. How do we get out of here, Kim? There we go, finally.